Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little and we keep track of time.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am cleaning up my daughter's birthday party. It is a complete disaster. We had a ton of people here and we all just partied down. So you can see that the couch is messed up, the table is messed up. Every square inch of my living room, dining room, and kitchen area is destroyed, especially this island. It is horrible. So yeah, I have to clean this mess up, and I wanted to bring you guys along to give you some motivation to clean whatever mess you have. Hopefully this will give you a ton of motivation, because if you can see all of these dishes, and I also recycle a lot of those cups and cans that are in the sink, I'll rinse them out and put them in the recycle. So that's why you see so many of those in the sink. But yeah, it was a mess and it took me hours to clean. So let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna start off in the dining area. We have this little breakfast nook and we got a lot of use out of it during the party. So I'm just gonna cut these balloons and tie them together so my daughter can still play with them. I don't wanna throw them out when they're perfectly fine. So I'm gonna put those in her room and then go ahead and pick up breakfast and just fold these bags and sweep and mop and wipe the table down and just get this whole area picked up.
Not gonna wake up, no, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet.
Since we're talking about birthdays, I was wondering if anyone had any good ideas of a birthday party theme for a little girl. My daughter Rose is turning 6 in May and she still hasn't decided on a good birthday party theme. She keeps on going back and forth between unicorns or Rapunzel or something of that sort. If anyone has any ideas of a really good theme that their daughters loved, throw me some ideas and I'd be happy to try and make them come to life.
I'm not gonna wake up.
So at this point, it was afternoon time and everyone was home. If you didn't know, I have a husband that I've been married to for almost 15 years. My oldest, Jacob, who's right there, he's 14. I have a 10-year-old named Kaden and a daughter named Rose, who is almost 6 in May, who I was speaking about just a little bit ago. And then my daughter who just turned 2, Everly. So we have a full house and they're all home. So you're going to be seeing them pop in and out of the video quite often here, because this was just the beginning. I think I cleaned for another probably 2-3 hours. So when I finish, it's dark and the kids are just running around like crazy. And when I mean kids, I mean my husband too, because he is a big kid, just like the other ones.
You save me from myself, 'cause I used to give it all for free. I hope you can keep it safe, keep it locked till we throw away the key. You stole my heart from me, 'cause it can't be trusted with me. Can't be trusted, can't be trusted, can't be trusted with me. Can't be trusted, can't be trusted, can't be trusted with me. Habits can be hard to kill, but with you it can't be done. I don't wanna chase a thrill, no.
And the reason why I like to use the broom is because I can get in small spaces that the vacuum cleaner might not be able to fit. It also sweeps the baseboards really nicely and picks up food and bigger items that I might not want to suck up into the vacuum. So I do like using my broom pretty often. how about you? Do you like using a broom? I know with a lot of these videos that I watch of other moms cleaning, they don't really pick up a broom, so I feel like I'm all alone in that, but I do really like the broom. As you can see, I'm using my daughter's small broom to get the little food pieces out of the like woven material on these chairs. I really love these chairs. I feel like they're holding up really nicely. The only thing is of course the type of material it is. Things can get stuck in between, so if you're using it for dining chairs, just know that more than likely things will be stuck in there, especially if you have children, because they're messy and we'll get things everywhere. Don't mind my husband sleeping on the couch. He has a really physically hard job. He actually does construction and he lays tile and flooring and all of that good stuff for houses. So he gets really tired, and on the days he doesn't coach, he likes to sleep most of the time. So that's what he's doing, and I'm trying to be quiet but also get this house picked up. So he's having to sleep through that. But here is the dining room cleaned up. Now we're gonna move over to more of the entryway and by the staircase. Again, I'm just gonna pick up my broom and start sweeping all of the big crumbs and pieces of like debris, maybe like old wrapping paper or tape or things like that, into a pile. And then I'm going to take my Swiffer and mop again. The reason why I decided to use my Swiffer was because I had just mopped the floors really well before the party, so I was just trying to more spot clean certain areas, and I decided to do it in compartments, like the dining area, the entryway, just to get that part done and cleaned. It seemed to work well for me, especially when I'm recording and if I can talk, especially when I'm recording for YouTube. I like to do everything in that one spot in the shot, so I like to just go ahead and clean everything in that one area, including mopping, so I can just get it all done at one time. So now I'm going to lay out my ruggable runner that I have. I actually have a few of these in the house, and I really recommend them because you can wash them. They're so nice in that aspect, because I've had so many rugs that I've had to just throw out because of animals, and once an animal goes to the bathroom on a rug, I cannot get the smell out no matter what I do. I've drug them outside, washed them, sudsed them up, and nothing works. So I really love these. You can just throw them right into the washing machine and they're done. I know the bottom part of it, what is it called? I guess it would be called a mat that the top part goes on. It's like a Velcro, so it can get like super linty, but it doesn't bother me because the pretty part goes right on top of it and it sticks really well. So here I accidentally rolled it the wrong way, because you have to line it up perfectly just so the under matting doesn't show. But once you do that, you can just roll it out and it's perfect. And once it gets dirty, you can take it up and wash it again, and it washes really well. It's not bulky, so it's not gonna drag your washing machine down. It's perfect. I highly recommend it.
Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say.
So I'm going to sweep up the rest of this dirt and garbage and get it picked up, and then head over to the island and start clearing that off.
Those ups and those downs is what makes it worth it. Slow it down, strength and yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth it. I never left a stone unturned.
So once I head over to the island, I'm just gonna start taking everything off that doesn't belong. So some bags of chips, I'll have some mayonnaise and mustard packets from the subs from the party. And this is the day after the party, so it's a Monday and it's after the kids got home from school. So I do have my daughter's school folder there and just all kinds of things. So we're gonna get this cleared off and then I'm gonna start wiping it down. I decided to grab this box and start putting all of the party decorations that I could save in this one box so I could just keep everything together. Of course, toothbrushes. I find toothbrushes everywhere. They just shove them in couches, on counters, on the floor, toothbrushes everywhere, always. But yeah, I'm just gonna start taking anything that I can save and put it in this box, and then add any kind of candy that I can find into that box and put it into the pantry up on a high shelf.
You want to ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth it.
Here are my other two ruggables that I have, and I do like storing them rolled up. It's just easier when I go to lay them out. They're already ready to go. So I do that to this one, and then I also have another one that I go ahead and roll up and store away. I'm thinking I'm going to put those in my bathroom and then put one in my kitchen. I used to have both of them in the kitchen, but I feel like it's a little overkill because I really would like to have some sort of mat underneath my sink where I stand, just so it's a little more comfortable. I know it's not as pleasing to the eye, but it's definitely pleasing to my feet.
In this moment, pretend that we're not broken and kiss me like you used to do before it all went down. 'Cause when the moon is falling, our love will turn to nothing. So kiss me like you used to do before it all went down. Give me this one night, hold me one last night, and kiss me like you used to do before it all went down. Give me your love now, before it runs out, and kiss me like you used to do before it all went down. It wasn't easy, but somehow you fell for me.
the island was definitely one of the things that took me the longest to clean. That and the dishes was so much work. I had to separate everything out on this island, and it took a little bit longer than I would have hoped, but I was excited when I actually got it done and finished because I was so over the pink baby shark. I needed it gone. So here I am throwing all the garbage into the tablecloth or table mat thing that was the party theme, and I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that all away. I feel like it was the easiest way to get everything off the island at once. So I'm finally getting to actually wipe this island down. I'm just taking my Method anti-bac cleaner and just spraying it all over. I wanted to make sure that I got all the germs off of the counter because this is where we were hanging out the most. So I know it had tons of germs on the surface. But I'm using this barkeeper's friend to like sprinkle on this side of my island. It actually must have had a drink spilt there, and with the cloth sitting on top of it, it turned my counter, my island pink. Like I had a pink tinge on that side. You can't really see it on camera. I wish I would have got like a closer clip, but it was pretty bad, and I was kind of nervous that it wouldn't come up. But I swear by this barkeeper's friend, the powder, I will sprinkle it anywhere on my countertops, in my sink, and it will get the stains out. If you have not tried it, I totally recommend it. It's so good. I just took my little bristle brush that I cleaned my stove, or not my stove, but my sink with, and kind of scrubbed it in. I think you can kind of see the pink tinge if you look really closely. And then I went and got some water to just make it more into a paste, and I scrubbed, and just wiped it down, and it came right up.
See how rewind when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. Don't even know flowers, babe. I'm already.
I did want to mention that this vase, this black vase that I'm putting onto the piece of wood, is from Kirkland's. It is a great vase. I don't see many so affordable that has this, like, I don't know, like an antique-ish look and a really cool shape for the price that I got it. I think I got it on sale for around $50, but don't sleep on Kirkland's, you guys. It has some really good decor pieces, and I actually got 2 of these, and I put them on the side of my bed on each nightstand table, and I've just loved them so much. So I decided to bring them out where I can see them and show them off, you know, all the time. So I put them on my island, but definitely a really good vase. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long, right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now, but I'm done waiting, down, wasting my time. Let the sweet talk, I'm already on my way. So I'm going to put these stools back since I mopped and swept underneath the island and cut the tags off. These were relatively new when this party was going on, but now that I've had them for a couple weeks, I do want to update and say that they're wonderful. I really like them. They're great quality, but just like the other chairs in my dining area, They do have this woven material and food can get stuck down in there. So if you have children and they're not really careful, you're gonna have to be like getting a toothpick and trying to get the food out of them. But aside from that, I really think they're great quality and really good for the price. I picked those stools up at tjmax.com, and I'll link them below for you guys because they come in a set of 2 for like, I want to say $150. Don't quote me on that, but I will link them below if you're interested. Next, I'm gonna head over to the coffee area and get my coffee machine wiped down, and then go ahead and wipe the coffee stains off the counter. So once I get done with the coffee area, I just head on over to the stove and get all of this random stuff off the top of it so I can go ahead and wipe it down. We moved into this house about a year ago, and this is the way that I've been cleaning the stove. I just kind of spray any kind of cleaner right on top of the grates and on top of the just the top of the stove, and then I go ahead and just wipe it down. I'm not really sure if this is correct or not. If you guys have any other ideas of like good ways to clean a stove, or maybe the correct way, please let me know in the comments, because I feel like I might be doing it wrong, but maybe not, because it does get clean. But yeah, let me know.
Used to never do what's best for me. I was such a hopeless fool. I just kept making the same mistakes, yeah. That was until I found you. You became the middle way between getting no love and getting way too much. I pray that you're the one who cares for me, cares enough to keep me safe. Just like the sun, you showed me which way I should go, yeah. Just like the wind, you pulled me up when I was low, oh yeah. This time my hopes are up, 'cause you got my heart in your hand. And do what you want, what you want, what you want with it, but don't give it back. You stole my heart from me, but it don't mean that you're a thief. You saved me from myself, 'cause I used to give it all for free. I hope you can keep it safe, keep it locked till we throw away the key. You stole my heart from me, 'cause it can't be trusted with me. Can't be trusted, can't be trusted, can't be.
So now I'm gonna head over to this counter and get it cleared off. I have some boxes from the party and some of Everly's presents, and then I have the sub platters that I need to wipe down and get out of there and put in the recycle bin, and then I'm gonna start on the dishes.
Feeling like I'm lost at sea when I'm getting no love or getting way too much. You see, you're the one I really need. Need you to be here for me. Just like the sun, you showed me which way I should go, yeah. Just like the wind, you pulled me.
I don't want to do no more. How about you, Everly? Do you want to keep cleaning?
No.
No. No. Can someone else clean? Can I get someone else to do it?
Save me from myself, 'cause I used to give it all for free.
Yeah, that was wishful thinking. I never barely have any help. I feel like I'm always doing everything by myself, cleaning up this messy house with all of my 6 family members. But, you know, I'm trying to push the kids to do more chores. It's just super difficult. I'm just trying to figure it out, and we'll get there. But for right now, I'm going to tackle these dishes and get this sink cleaned out. It is disgusting.
Can't be trusted, can't be trusted, can't be trusted with me.
I guess I decided to wipe this counter off first, which makes sense because I like cleaning from one side of the room to the next. And since I had just finished with the stove, I decided to just go ahead and wipe this counter off next to the dishes and then get started on those.
It's been the best ride of my life. Look at where we are now, baby. Only blue skies ahead. And it wasn't all bad, baby. Look at where we began. Making out in my room, nobody had a clue. Sneaking out past curfew, we were only 17. Didn't say I love you, but we knew it was true. To this day I still do love you like I'm 17. Time went by, oh so fast. Back then we didn't know this love would last. You and I, still attached. Each other's futures and each other's past. Look at where we are now, baby. Only blue skies ahead. And it wasn't all bad, baby.
So I'm going to take my Dawn Power Wash and start spraying these dishes down and getting all the recycles cleaned out to put in the can right next to me. I actually use the garbage can that is in the cabinets for the recycles because I feel like recycles don't smell as bad, and we fill up a garbage can quick, you guys. So that little can beside the sink is not gonna not gonna cut it for our garbage. So I have a garbage can next to my counter on the other side, and then the one that's inside the cabinets I just use for recycles. But yeah, I actually go ahead and wash my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. It's something that I just feel like makes the dishwasher last a little longer, and it doesn't get as stinky, and it doesn't have like food and grime in the bottom of it in the filter. So that's how I like to do it. How do you guys do it? Do you just put your dishes in there with food on it, or do you rinse them and then put them in there, or do you actually wash them and then put them in the dishwasher just to sanitize? Let me know.
I still do love you like I'm 17. Still love you like I'm 17. Still love you like I'm 17. Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company down.
So now that I wiped off the counter, I'm going to start setting up the diffuser and getting the house smelling right, because with all those dirty dishes, you know that it had some funky smells. I'm going to use, I think I used frankincense. It's a pretty good smell. I'm running low on some of my oils, so that's what I had that kind of had a good smell to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that running, and then we're going to finish up these dishes.
Wake up, I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, keep it it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, I'm afraid I'll end up nowhere.
So I guess I decided to wipe this counter down one more time. I think I spilt some water on it when I was filling up the diffuser, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it one more time and then lay a cloth out so I can start putting these dishes that didn't fit into the dishwasher. And my crazy husband, he's like, here, this is what you always do, right? Making fun of me, but that's okay. But yeah, since I'm going to run the dishwasher now, I have a bunch of extra dishes that need to be washed. So I'm just going to go ahead and wash them and put them on the counter to dry for the night.
Wake up, I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, but I'm not gonna wake up. Don't wake up, keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up.
My husband's always trying to show me support. I love him so much.
Steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet. Whoa, no, not yet.
In the pantry.
Trying to find some balance in my
Everly always loves to pull on Daddy's beard, and I just think it's cute, so I just wanted to include that clip in there. But I'm going to start cleaning the sink out and scrubbing it down, getting all the food pieces out so we can actually see the bottom of it. It feels like it had been forever since I could see the bottom of my sink, but thank goodness we got it all cleared out and all the dishes are done, so let's go ahead and do that.
to me as I slow it down. Dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those.
I'm gonna grab my barkeeper's friend and sprinkle it all over the bottom of the sink, and then grab some power wash and spray that on there as well. You'd be surprised how much maintenance a farmhouse sink really is. I used to have one that was stainless steel where we used to live prior to this house, and I loved it so much. So I decided when we were building this house to get a white one. I just thought it would be pretty. So that's what we did, but you'd be surprised how much work it is to keep this sink clean and rid of stains. And not only that, I feel like it's already chipped a couple times in some places, and you can see that I have a grate that protects the bottom of it, but still I have little chips in the sink. So I don't know, if you're building a house, maybe go with a different color if you're doing a farmhouse sink. The stainless steel looks really pretty, and it, you know, it's really good on keep up. You don't have to scrub it as much, and it doesn't get as many stains.
What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just
Now I'm going to fill up my dish dispenser with the remaining bit of soap that I had. It wasn't a ton, but I decided to go ahead and get rid of it. And then I'm going to switch out that Christmas soap that my husband showed you earlier to something a little bit more festive for spring.
What makes it
now that I got that taken care of, I'm going to head over to the garbage and start taking that out. I did want to tell you a little bit about my dog. Her name is Bella. She's 2 years old. Well, she'll be 2 next month. She's an English bulldog, and she is the most kindest, sweetest dog you would ever meet. But she does like to follow Mama around for any kind of snacks or food or treat that she thinks that I might give her or might drop on the ground so she can eat it.
You think you know me?
I'm going to go ahead and wipe the trash can down with these disinfectant wipes that I got from Sam's Club. They're just a generic kind, but they work very well, and you get them for like a fraction of the price. I wanted to make sure that it was extra clean just because everyone had been over at the house and, you know, little fingers touching everything. So just getting it all sanitized and cleaned up.
Feeling, now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up. Get on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah, falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no, but I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know, feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine.
Now that I'm done with the garbage, I'm going to grab my broom again, of course, and go ahead and sweep the random little pieces into a pile again and pick them up. And you can see I have another little sidekick, my daughter Everly. So I'm always having one of them follow me around, either Everly or Bella. One is always with me and I'm never alone. Here's the kitchen, fresh and clean. The island's back to normal. The dishes are done. The counters are wiped off, and it feels so good to have it back.
In the name of love, in the name of love. You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come.
So now I'm going to head over to the living room and start picking up the toys and fold some of the blankets and get this couch put back together. You can see my husband in the background helping me put the cushions back on the couch. My daughter actually fell asleep on the couch last night and she ended up peeing the bed pretty much. So we had to wake up to that this morning, and I had to get it washed right away so it wouldn't soak in. And now Dustin's going to put it back on for me because it is a pain in the butt to get those things back on. I do love this couch. It cleans up very well. We've had it for many years. I want to say about 5 now. I love the color. It's like a charcoal gray, and the microfiber material makes it very easy to wipe and keep super clean. I got it from Rooms to Go outlet, and I think it's called the Cindy Crawford edition. I'll link it below. They still have it in store. It might be through Ashley's Furniture now. And they got a ton of colors. So if you don't like the gray, there's more of a linen color. There's even like a teal color. So I'll definitely link that below for you guys. Here's my little Kate and Bob wanting to help put the couch back together. Anytime they want to help, I definitely let them do it. He's my 10-year-old and he's my sweetheart. He is a little rambunctious, but he means well.
Sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do.
had vacuumed this whole couch really well the day before the party, so I'm just gonna kind of dust it off with the pillow and spot clean with my rag. Like I said, this couch is amazing with spot cleaning. And then go ahead and put these pillows back on it and spray it down with some sanitizing spray. I love the Tide. It smells so good, and you know that it's cleaning your areas that you might not be able to wash as much.
You need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long, right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now, but I'm done waiting, down, wasting my time. Let the sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Hey, sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Sweet talk, sweet
So now I'm gonna cut these strings off the TV where I had a birthday banner, and then I'm going to cut a few balloons down that were left over, and then my husband's gonna cut down the banner that we have on the window. And you can tell the kids are running around like crazy. They have had enough, and I don't think they want me to clean anymore, but believe me, I get it done, I promise. I'm finally getting my vacuum out. I'm going to give the floor a good vacuum and then switch over and vacuum up my carpet in my living room. Most of my house is vinyl, so I don't have much carpet, and the reason why is because my animals, I feel like the cats, they just like to pee on things. But with the Ruggable and this one that I have in the living room, they've done really well, and I haven't had anybody have any accidents except for Rose. But that's another story. But yeah, I'm gonna vacuum this up and then we're almost finished. So after spraying the couch, I'm going to spray the curtains and spray the carpet and any linens that I think might need a little extra attention because there were so many people over at the house for the party. And this brings the video to an end. I'm so glad that you stayed till the end. I appreciate it so much. I hope it gave you all the motivation. I know you can see in some of the rooms in the background of the video that I didn't get everything done, but I tried my best and I got the main areas that I wanted to tackle today, and for the most part, the party is completely cleaned up. I am going to leave the dishes to dry overnight. I was just so exhausted and I had done a ton of work and I needed to just take a break. So this is the house afterward. You can tell by the before and after, it is a complete turnaround. There is just so much clean space now, and the kids are happy and I'm happy and my husband happy, and that is all that matters. So again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, loves.